Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make an animation on the same sketch that I made in my previous video. For those of you who haven't watched my video before, so you can check out the link in the description. So first of all, before starting the animation, I'm going to tell you that it's better that you make your sections separate. So first of all, I'm going to make a separate section for my first part. For example, I'm going to start with the offloading of coal from the truck, and then I'm gonna start with the other parts. So firstly, what I'm doing is I just copied a small section from my previous complete schematic, and now I'm just cleaning off some of the parts which I don't need in the start, and I'm going to divide these parts into small sections, and I'm going to add animation on that. The reason why I choose small parts is that doing animation on a small part is much easier than doing on the bigger part as a whole, because when you're doing animation you have to use a lot of animation, and it makes it very, very difficult. So first of all, we are going to use line animation for the truck, and for the line animation I will use from left to right, from right to left. That means it will start at a green point, as you can see in the cursor, and will end at the red point. So now I'm just copying the chimney so that I can have a reference that where the truck will start from and where the truck will stop. So as you can see, the red points indicates that it's the starting point, and the green point indicates the starting point, and the red point indicates it's the stopping point. So what I'm going to do is that watch the animation that the truck moves from the left side to the right side. As you can see that the truck is a little bit bigger right now, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and I'm also going to adjust the path. So as you can see, the green part indicates the area that the truck will cover, and the red box indicates the area that the truck will cover on the right side. So now I just reduce the size of the truck, and you can also see the squares on the green box, a green dot and the red dot are also reduced. Now no matter I place it a little bit near the chimney, it doesn't matter, because the size of the truck is small and it won't matter. So every time you apply an animation, you should review it so that you know what's happening in your animation, because when it gets bigger it's difficult for you to understand. Also, that's why I choose to do in separate sections, because as a whole it's really difficult and complicated, which I will explain to you later. So now my truck part is done. What I'm going to do is I want it to fade and repeat every time. So now as a line, you can see three different animations. One is the line, one is the fade, and one is the appear one. So now I need to sequence these ones, and also I want them to start after the previous one. So first of all, my truck should appear. So here it comes, and there is a line motion, and then it should fade away, and then it should repeat the process again. So now as you can see, there are three animations. One is the fade animation, one is the line animation, and one is the reappear animation. So I'm going to organize them in the way I want that it should appear in the start, then it should do the line motion, and then it should fade. So now I also want to repeat them till the end of the slide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the timing and use till the end of the slide. So now the truck is going to keep moving from the start to the end again and again until the animation is over. So now these are small circles which I use as a representation for coal. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to choose one of them, and I'm going to put an animation which is appear. So I'm going to select a circle and click on the animation pane and go to the click the appear animation. So what will happen that every time the animation starts, it will appear. Now I want to use the same animation for other tools, so I'm going to use Animation Painter. So what you can do is that you can just simply click the animation that you applied, and then click the Animation Painter, and then you can put it on the other boxes or other objects that you want. So now you can see that my truck is moving, and my one single coal blocks are coming one by one. So now I'm going to repeat the same animation on the other blocks, and also I can keep a small delay in the time section above the right next to the Animation Painter, as you can see. So the delay depends upon you, how much delay you want. So if you want a delay of 10 seconds or 20 seconds, it depends on you. It will just increase the length of the animation. So now as you can see, the coal blocks are done. So now I'm going to copy one of them and going to place them one by one and same down. As you can see that when I'm copying, there is another animation adding in the right side of my pane. So as soon as you paste an object which has an animation, it is going to add in the timeline on the right hand side. So now the time comes that I'm going to add another animation on this block. So remember, if you want to add two animations, you need to have add animation instead of just clicking on the animation. If you want to add an animation, you should click on the animation. So now we are going to do the same thing that we did with the truck. We are going to do the animation on this circle. We are going to use again the line animation, and we are going to do and check whether it's working or not. So as you can see, they are coming one by one and the line animation is working. Now this one is working fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this block again. I'm going to paste it in a sequence. So as you can see, I put the block here and I'm going to rotate or just move the red point on the line animation. If you want to see the animation directly, you can have to go in the animation pane and then you can see the animation. Now I just copied the same block. I'm going to copy it multiple times. I'm going to paste it in that sequence which I want the coal to go. So these black solid lines are actually showing a conveyor, and the one circles on the above the black line are showing the coal moving above the conveyor to the hopper. So as you can see, I'm just putting the same things again and again. So what I did is I just used a line animation, and I'm just going to use that line animation with a small delay and to see how it happens. Now I'm going to copy the same thing on the other hand side. I'm going to change the direction from the top to the horizontal direction so that it can change the direction. Otherwise, if I don't change, it will just go in the diagonal or in the tangential direction which was given to before. So I need to change the direction for the circles one more time. So I'm just copying and pasting these circles again and again so that I can make a sequence and they can look much more better. So this is one way you can use line animation to show a conveyor. I use these small blocks. You could use any other material, like you can use actual coal particles. You can just use an image of the coal and you can just make them show they're moving from one part to another. So this is how you animate a simple conveyor, or how you can animate a simple feed line for a coal power plant or any other industrial plant which has a feed line. You can do that. So now what I'm going to do is that this is the one part of the video, and on the right hand side you can see that I have different animations. So what I'm doing right now is that I don't want them to appear at once. I want them to appear in a sequence. For that, what I'm doing is that I'm clicking on each and every animation, and I'm right clicking on the animation and just doing it after previous. That means first the first circle will come in the sequence, and then the second circle will come in the sequence. So that's how it repeats. So you can just simply click it, and you can also see the timeline in the right hand side that one animation appears first and then appears the second one, and then there is a slight delay for the next one. So this is how you can make your animation more powerful and more meaningful, and it can look more beautiful. It all depends on how you think. So this is one part of my animation. The animation was long enough, so I divided the animation into small parts so that you can easily see. Now you can see the results that the coal particles are moving above on the conveyor to the second conveyor and then going into the hopper. So I'm going to animate the hopper tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy this video. To keep it interesting and to keep it short, I'm going to divide this video into small sections so that you can easily understand. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz. See you next time.